On the night of May 3, 2014, a 26-year-old single mother named Emily Carter was working the late shift at the Ridgeway Fuel Mart, a quiet, roadside gas station nestled along Brookhaven Road in the peaceful town of Crestfield, Oregon. Emily was well known in the community for her gentle demeanor and dedication to her job. She was working alone that night, a common practice in this low-crime area, just a few minutes from the Crestfield Police Department. No one expected anything to go wrong. Just before midnight, a familiar local customer pulled into the station. After parking his car, he entered the store to buy snacks. But the counter was empty. At first, he figured Emily was on a quick bathroom break, so he waited. But when 5 minutes passed and the eerie silence persisted, concern crept in. Curious and worried, he stepped behind the counter to check the back. There, he found Emily's purse, her jacket, and cell phone, but no sign of her. He called out, searched the aisles, even peeked into the restroom. Nothing. Fearing something had gone terribly wrong, he called the police. Minutes later, a Crestfield officer arrived and began his inspection. There were no signs of forced entry or struggle. The cash register was untouched, every dollar in place. The store's safe was sealed. Yet Emily was gone. Emily Carter wasn't just an employee. She was a devoted mother to her 4-year-old daughter, Lily, and engaged to her high school sweetheart, Ethan Granger. She was beloved in Crestfield, known for her sweet nature and dreams of becoming a nurse. Her disappearance shattered the town. Emily's mother, Martha Carter, spoke to local reporters in tears. She would never leave Lily. I know she's out there waiting for us to find her. I just want my baby back. Ethan, her fiancé, spoke at a candlelight vigil. I miss her every second. Lily misses her. We're not giving up. She didn't just vanish. But the investigation quickly hit a wall. The gas station, shockingly, had no interior security cameras. When asked why, the owner shrugged. We didn't think we needed them. It was an oversight that would haunt the case. Police brought in tracking dogs. Emily's scent was traced to the back of the store, then vanished, like she'd been plucked off the earth. A small bloodstain was found near the dumpster behind the station. DNA confirmed it belonged to Emily. With no suspects, no footage, and no solid leads, the search stretched on for months. Volunteers scoured nearby woods, fields, and lakes. Flyers papered the town. Her face appeared on the evening news. But she never turned up. Then, nearly 2 years later, on April 10, 2016, in a nearby town called Marlow Ridge, a 17-year-old girl narrowly escaped being abducted. She described a silver van, a middle-aged man who tried to lure her in. Thanks to her quick thinking and a detailed description, police arrested a local resident, Daniel Royce. Royce, 47, worked in a local factory. He had no criminal history. But what police found in his van and home would turn the investigation on its head. In the back of the van, handcuffs, duct tape, restraints, zip ties, gloves, sedatives. Royce claimed they were personal items for recreational use. But on his laptop, police discovered a disturbing folder labeled Gems. Inside were subfolders named with women's initials. One was labeled DC. Inside, dozens of images of Emily Carter, pulled from her social media, alongside folders of graphic torture content, abduction videos, and plans. The date that DC folder was created? May 3, 2014. 1 year after Emily's disappearance, another woman, 32-year-old Rachel Brinley, had been found dead near Forest Line Trail, shot in the back of the head 3 times. At the time, it was thought to be a hit and run, but now, with Royce in custody, everything changed. Her folder was labeled RB. A neighbor's security footage showed Royce's van near the Ridgeway Fuel Mart on the night Emily vanished. A police sketch drawn from a sighting that night looked eerily like him. Witnesses confirmed he was a regular customer, often making Emily visibly uncomfortable. In September 2016, Daniel Royce was charged with Emily Carter's kidnapping and murder. Prosecutors believed he abducted her from the station, took her to a remote cabin he'd inherited from a deceased relative, and committed unspeakable acts before killing her with a .357 revolver found in his van. But there was a major complication: Emily's body had never been found. This was a no-body case, one of the hardest types to prosecute. But Royce's cousin, David Royce, a former security guard, came forward. He admitted Daniel had shown him Emily's body in the basement freezer, then asked for his help disposing of it. David helped bury her in a wooded area. He led police to several potential sites, but none yielded remains. Investigators believe Daniel, fearing betrayal, moved the body. To this day, her final resting place remains unknown. In court, Royce's defense argued that there was no physical evidence directly linking him to Emily's murder. No DNA, no remains. But the sheer mountain of circumstantial evidence overwhelmed the jury. In May 2018, Daniel Royce was convicted of first-degree murder and kidnapping. He was already serving a life sentence for Rachel Brindley's murder. The news brought bittersweet relief to Emily's family. Her daughter Lily, now 8, is being raised by Ethan and her grandmother. The town of Crestfield changed after that. No longer the sleepy hamlet it once was, it passed the Emily Carter Law, requiring 24-hour surveillance in all convenience stores and gas stations, panic buttons, and a minimum of 2 night shift employees. Each year, they hold a vigil in her memory. The search for her remains continues. Volunteers, friends, and family refuse to give up. Daniel Royce has never expressed remorse. He refuses to speak about where he moved Emily's body. Maybe someday he will. Until then, her memory lives on, a chilling reminder of how monsters can lurk in the most unsuspecting places.